Hello everyone, hello, and today I have lots of stuff for you, but we're gonna start with my VIP card. So this is Connie, and I like to show close to my heart stuff. I know I have a couple of new members who are watching, and welcome. It's a small group, but I always love when you share your projects that you're making too. I don't care if it's close to my heart or something else. I use everything. But what I like to do for my VIPs, I like to every now and then send out a little card kit or a little something to say thank you for being a VIP. Because it has a lot of perks already. I mean, you're already getting a 15% credit towards other purchases when you sign up. It doesn't take very many purchases through the year to come out ahead on the $35 annual fee. It really doesn't. It's like $150 worth of orders through the year, and then your credits just continue to build until you use them. So I have a lot of customers who are VIPs, and I thought this was a nice way to say thank you. And so a couple of things that I sent out that if you haven't received it, you should be receiving soon. My Hostess Club people got my layout of the month, and it had gnomes on it for you to color. This is the first time I've ever sent something out for you to color in my Hostess Club. I hope that is okay, but I thought they're kind of fun images, and you might want them a color of your choice instead of what I was going to choose. So for my VIPs, it just followed theme to send you this really cute little flower gnome, petite perk. It is so cute, and it's really quick to color, and it would be perfect on that layout that I sent. So I would love for you to use that and show me what you do with it. They make really cute cards and little tags, and little tags for gift bags and stuff. So I just thought I'd show you that. Here is the card that we're gonna make today. It is a pocket card. I know pocket cards are, old school. We have done them for many, many years, but it has been a long time since I have shown you one, and so I thought this was a really nice one for a VIP one. It goes together really quick, and it has a little pouch inside, so you can put a chocolate in there, some tea, a photo, whatever you want. I put it in this gold envelope because I was gonna mail them in the gold envelopes, but then when I added the little stamp, it was kind of thick, and I was afraid it would get messed up in the postal service. So now you have a gold envelope that you can use for your card, and that way if you tuck more stuff in it, you can see you have some space for it to stick up a little bit, so that's kind of nice. So here's what's in your envelope. I sent you all the little parts and pieces for this card and an envelope. Now be careful in there. There's a couple of little gold dots. I don't know how well you can see them on here, but you don't want to lose those because those are part of the decoration for the card. So I'll just put the card right here so you can see it as we build. And it's so simple. The first thing is you have a close to my heart card base. You can make your own card bases any way you want. And what I did was, this one is missing the pattern piece. I hope yours is not missing the pattern piece. Let me just see if I have it in this other one. I have one kit left. I probably didn't put it in or something in my own for some reason. So I'll have to set that kit aside so I know. Okay, so on your pattern piece, we're going to glue that to the inside of your card. So you can pick whichever side you want. How about we do, I'm going to do the small flowers this time. I did the big flowers before, and basically you just want a kind of a little bit of a border all the way around like that. Okay, now this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, honestly, is folding this up to be kind of even. It doesn't have to be perfect, because as you can see in the card that we made, the edge of this is covered. But I do try to get these as close together and into a point as possible. So I'm just going to use a folder to help me squish those seams down a little bit. And it doesn't even have to completely connect. If you don't get it connected, it's not the end of the world. So the next thing, you're gonna need a hole punch. Now, my hole punch is this big fancy crocodile style hole punch, and you can use the small hole or the big hole. This one does a lot of other things other than punch holes, right? But basically, you just want to punch a hole in each corner of those triangles so that you can tie that pouch together. See how that works like that? And I included a little piece of baker's twine, and you just put it into the holes like this, and then tie it together. Now, in my card, I thought this would show, but I decided to cover it up with that big heart. So this doesn't even show. It's really cute. If you wanted to keep some of that baker's twine, you know, hanging out or whatever, or cut it off and use it for the front, you could use it because it kind of coordinates with everything, which is nice. The this airmail, this is all part of that Now and Forever special, and I love how it looks. We're gonna attach it next. This little piece of ballerina paper with the airmail stamp, and I'm basically just going to put it on the inside with a little border around the edge, just like we did on the top. So there's just kind of an even-ish border there, and you can see what the inside of your card will look like. And then all we have to do is take the pieces and kind of decorate the outside. So what I started with was my doily heart, and remember that's the thin cut from the Now and Forever set. And this heart is the stitched heart that is a separate thin cut for like shaker cards and stuff. And I like to use liquid glue on these just because it's a little easier to get your adhesive on without getting it everywhere. It's not a perfect fit. You'll notice when you put it on, you can kind of see it's not exactly made for this doily, but it's close enough. And it looks really, I think it looks really good. The next part of this is I took this Happy Valentine's Day and I did a fussy cut on it. And I know that a lot of people are like, ugh, fussy cutting, yuck. But since everything is stamped for you, the fussy cutting, I thought, maybe you won't mind. I'm pretty fast at fussy cutting. Not everybody enjoys it, but honestly, this is one of those things where the more you do it, the faster you get at it, and the better it looks. And if you find that you're struggling with doing that, just keep it as a whole. You know, it's not like the end of the world if it's in a chunk or whatever. I used, since I was going to have to mail this in a special way anyway, I went ahead and I used a little foam tape to put this on, just like that. Okay. Now, you can use foam tape to adhere this. You can use glue to adhere it. The main thing is you don't want glue all over the whole thing. You really only want it to adhere to this flap. So what I find is it's actually easier to put the glue on the flap right there. I don't know if you can see the shininess of that, but that way, you know, when you put this on here, you won't have glue sticking out and sticking to everything. And the whole flap is covered anyway. So there we go. Now the main thing with this little heart is that you don't want it, ideally, over the top of your card. If you're going to use this envelope, let me grab it, right here, you want your card to fit inside the envelope. So the next part, this red heart, is the inside of this other cut, and I just thought, oh, I'll send that too. On my card, I made it pop up because I would be sticking a lot of stuff in there, and I'd have to mail it in a bigger envelope or hand it to my Valentine anyway. But if you want it to be where it stays inside of your envelope and you want to mail it, then you want to make sure that that heart doesn't stick up over the top too much. It'll make a difference, so think about that. And then also, you don't want to put glue where it will, if you're going to have it stick up, you don't want glue hanging out above it. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there like that, and it's barely over. I'm going to squish it down a little, just like that. That'll still fit in my envelope. So that is how I decided to do it. And I use liquid glue a lot for stuff like that because I like to be able to wiggle things around and move them. The other pieces that you have in your kit here are you have a little stamp. This is part of that Now and Forever set. I love it. And instead of putting it on the top, I put it behind the pocket, on the inside of the pocket. So I just glued a little bit here and then tucked it in. And you can aim it any way you want. That's the beauty of liquid glue too, is that you can move it around a little bit until you have it where you like it. And then I went ahead and glued my leaves. Now, I kind of made them where they show, and I, again, am having them stick out a little. I don't want to put glue on the very end if I'm going to have that, you know, poking out right there. Like, you don't want glue squishing out on the edge, making it maybe, you know, glue shut. So just be careful about that. And then again, I like this flower with some foam tape. So I just think it, I don't know, it just sticks a little better. This is very dimensional, and this foam tape is super sticky. You can use any adhesive that you want, but just know that some of those little tape runners, you may need something a little sturdier for that, and the foam tape works fabulous, and it gives it just a little bit of dimension, just like that. Isn't that cute? This card, you know, less than 5 minutes, it's really quick. Now you have two little gems, and I'm just gonna stick those on before I lose them. Sometimes, if I'm doing like a scrapbook page or something, I'll add a little extra glue to the gems. They're already sticky, so you don't have to, but for cards, I don't usually sweat it. They stick pretty good. It's not like this is a memento that people will keep forever and ever, most likely. And then I would put something in here. I would put a photo, or I'm looking around, I'm like, I have nothing on my counter to show you. But tea bags, or those little instant, you know, Crystal Light pouches, or, you know, something to drink, some snacky thing, or a little Dove heart, Dove chocolate baggie, because you can make this fairly dimensional it'll hold something a fairly good size. You won't be able to mail it as easy. You'd have to put it in a box. But there you go. There is the card for my VIPs this month. And I just want to say thank you for being my VIP. For those of you who want to keep watching, I have some other things I want to show you. I can't wait. I hope you like it, Karen. I love that card. It takes like 5 minutes to put together. And I think it's really special. So I want to show you a couple of things real quick that are new on the website that Close to My Heart has changed. I'm going to turn my light around. I have lights and things just so there's not as much glare. I don't know. My overhead lights are just as bad. Anyway, when you sign into ConnieSam.CloseToMyHeart.com, that is my webpage, I want you to know that my name is at the top. They've been having some weird little glitches where someone will log in and a different consultant will pop up. So when you're shopping, that's an issue because you may be shopping under a different host or a different maker and you won't get your VIP rewards. It does make a difference. So if you click on these 3 lines right here, and promotions is where you look for the sale specials, but what they've changed is under more. Now, many people do not look under more, right? But here you can look at the catalog page by page. You can look at the pattern books that are for sale. But what they've added is this workshop guides right here. And workshop guides are awesome. I used to add these to our group page, and now they're all here. So you can go in here and they're in alphabetical order. You can go through and you can look up, hey, I've got this cake day scrapbooking workshop from a million years ago or whatever. I'm going to click on that and it'll have all the instructions for you. And so you can download these onto your computer, and you can use them with any paper pack. They're definitely designed so that you can use them with other papers. So think about that when you're a little stuck for ideas, okay? And the other thing under more that they've added is blog. And it takes you to the Close to My Heart blog. You should sign up for this because they have giveaways fairly often. I would say at least once a quarter. Lately it's been a little more, but they've reorganized this so that it's much easier to find posts and things. Sorry, my iPad's a little slow to load the photos and pictures. But, for example, here is a blog post about that Little Things Special. And here's a blog post on how to organize your photos when you have years and years of photos to go through, and how to organize digital photos, which is my biggest problem. And so it's kind of an interesting thing to read the blog. And like here was they had a giveaway on December 28th for a free retreat album. Here's another, they gave away SVGs. They're always doing stuff like that. So it's good to kind of keep an eye out for the blog and see what they've got going on. I try to tell you when they have a freebie, but it's hard to remember all of the specials, that Close to My Heart has. Speaking of, today for my live, let me get out all my parts and pieces. I am dying to show you the Little Things special. So what I did was I liked the scrapbook pages, okay? So I ordered the kit to make the scrapbook pages, but I didn't, and I thought, well, I still want to make some of the cards. And what's nice about this special is you can order just the parts and pieces. So I ordered, sorry, I keep flipping around. I ordered the scrapbooking die cuts and stickers, but I ordered the card kit. And the reason I did that was because the card bundle, the card kit, had this stamp set with it. And I really like this stamp set. It's got thank you, thinking of you, happy birthday, it's like one of those ones that you can pull out and use every time you're going to make cards, and you don't have to pull out multiple sets looking for words, right? So this is why I wanted this particular stamp set. You don't have to order any stamp set if you don't want to. But the card kit also came with this fun glitter paper, and it had, you know, the different stickers and things. If I showed you, I'll show you. I went ahead and I made the cards and I made the scrapbook pages, and these are the scraps I had left. I have a lot left. I definitely have enough left to make a ton more cards or pages. And I still have the envelopes and stuff inside. And all I had to do was add some, by ordering the card kit and using it for both the cards and the scrapbook pages, I basically had to add white cardstock for all the bases, and I think I added 1 sheet of black to cut mats, and all the rest was included. So that worked out for me, myself. I want to show you the pages that I made first, because OMG, they're wowzers. They're wowzers. I'm moving all my stuff out of the way. Okay, so this is the first page. Now, I'm going to raise my camera up a little so you can see both pages. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. Okay, so here are the first 2 pages, and let me turn my light around again. This is, again, one of those situations where I told you I feel like I needed a bigger table. I don't know why I did not let my husband just talk me into getting a bigger desk. I feel like I need extra space on my desk all the time. Okay, so here is the first 2 pages. Now, what's cool about this, it doesn't look like 6x6 papers at all. So what they did was they used a 6x6 in the center and then cut this 6x6 in half, using half of it here and half of it here, and same way on this page. This is wow, with the black and white and rainbow. It is wow. Now, what did I add to it? Well, I added some Disney things to it. All I did was I punched out a whole bunch of little Disney heads, and I grabbed some multicolored gems. That's all, because I want to work on some of my Disney layouts, and I thought, well, this is a good way to do it. And I have pictures all ready to go. I just haven't put them on here yet. That's my goal soon. Layout number 2, what I did was they had used the scrapbooking stamp set to make a border. I grabbed one of my old, close to my heart, you know, Disney themed stamp sets, and I stamped these borders at the top. It made them very Disney looking. And then at the bottom, instead of stamping that same border, because up there on their layout it has like 2 borders, I just added all my little Disney heads, and I love how that turned out. The other stamp set that I used, let me see if I have it out. The one that I use like all the time is this one right here. It is sorry, I had to look it up. Couldn't remember the name. Background Elements. And I use this often, but you'll notice that I use this little paint splotch. I did a little sponging. Their sponging was in like an orange color, and I made it lagoon instead because it went with my with my theme better. I wanted it for Disney. Here's more of that paint splotch. And you'll see what's really fun on this page is, you know, you curl down the edges and then put a little piece of pattern paper peeking through on each page on the top and the bottom and the sides. So this was a fun page to put together. And the little, you know, stamped dashed lines are my set. If you have like generic-y looking sets or, you know, themed sets that you want to use, you don't have to use the scrapbooking set that comes with the kit or the bundle. You don't even have to buy that set if you don't love it. I didn't want florals. I don't scrapbook a ton of florals. Close to My Heart does have a lot of floral layouts already, and I really wanted to do my Disney pages, and these looked very happy and Disney to me. Here's one of my, I love all of these pages. I gotta tell you, I'd like to tell you that this is like my favorite and this one's my favorite, but did I get them out of order? Let me look. But this is just a single page, and I love how it looks. I love the black and white at the top. I used my metallic marker to color over top the stickers. That sticker, that LOVE sticker, is actually rainbowish colored, and I wanted it solid, so I just used a marker over it. And I think it turned out really cool. Their stickers are really nice, and you can see I did put some flowers on this one. This one is more or less the way they designed it. I didn't really change a whole lot. So cool, cool, cool. And then this one, I did the same thing. They had like borders above and below, but I, of course, did not purchase the scrapbooking set, and the card set is all words. So I went back to my Elements one, and I used these little X's to stamp across the top and, you know, across this bottom border. I also, they had this thing where they used like masking tape across the bottom, and then you use your blending brush and sponging a color at the bottom. I loved how that looked, and so I was able to do that with washi tape. If you don't have masking tape, I put my old, remember how I have like ugly washi tape that I'm never going to use? I put it on an old tape dispenser, and then I just put it across, and then I did my blending brush, peeled it off, and put it on the other side. And I kind of tweaked this one just a little because my photos are not all for 4x4. I have some 4x6s that I don't like to cut down, especially when I'm doing Disney scenery and stuff. I like to be able to go back later and see what was in the background. Oh, remember when they had the sorcerer hat or whatever, and you can see it in the background, where if I chopped everything down, it cuts away some of that background. So I don't do all my photos really small like that. So I may put a 4x6 on there. You won't know that it was meant to be that way or not, right? It won't show when I'm done. But these layouts are amazing, and I love how I Disney-fied this one. Aw, that'll be awesome for like characters. And then of course The Good Life, Picture Perfect. See that? Oh gosh, so pretty. Now I told you I actually bought the card kit, and so the cards, you make so many cards. Oh my gosh. And I used most of the cards I made exactly how they showed them. I'm going to put my camera back down so that you can see them. Sorry if it's crooked. It'll be annoying. But what I did, like this one, for example, had this little, punch out. This is like a cardstock chip. It's not chipboard. It's like paperboard. Hugs. It's very sturdy, actually. It's surprising. They had hugs on here like this. And I like that, but I don't send a lot of cards that say hugs. So I left that off thinking I can do whatever I want. I mean, I have tons of options. I could do thank you, happy birthday, you know, whatever. So there's card 1. Card 2, it's really cute. It has this little sticker bunny that they have right here, and it's like a little happy birthday set. That's really adorable. Sorry, I have all these little parts jumping out. But I kind of thought that little gnome would be adorable here. Look at that. I like that better than the little bunny. And so I'm thinking about going ahead and leaving the sticker off and using it for something else. This one has this really cute little, you know, rain boot and stuff. I'm going to put something else on this one. But look at the patterns. It has the entire cutting guide online so that you can use any papers that you have and cut this pattern and make these base cards, and then use your own stamps and stickers to, you know, embellish. One of the few things that you had to do that was a little weird, like you needed a circle punch or a circle die. I used a different size because I wanted to use a punch instead of a thin cut. I'm really lazy. When I don't have to get out my thin cuts, I don't always do that. I love this little happy birthday. This is that paper board again, and look how cute. I love this paper that has the rainbow paint splotches. This was another one. The whole thing, this took 2 seconds. Glue down glitter paper and glue down this overlay. It's all like all one piece, and then stick on the heart stickers. Done. Isn't that cute? That's adorable for a wedding card. I don't have a lot of wedding cards. I don't need a lot of them, but when you need one, you need one. This little cherries one is adorable, and I did not put the message on yet. This is one of my favorites. It came with little acrylic shapes too. I have a few left over in my little container here, and so you know, you can tweak these any way you want. I did not glue. I glued this to the glitter paper, and I just need to cut it out. But and then it'll go on like that. See, I have it all together. I just don't have it put together yet. And there's a lot of these little stickers that are like, you know, the little flag style. And I thought I might stamp on them with a little, you know, these little, you have my heart, thank you, you're the best, get well soon, you know, fit on these. And so I figured I can do that later. Look at that. This is the sticker that goes with this card with a little thank you or get well soon, or that little gnome. I can't decide. So I didn't use all of their stickers and all of their ideas. I cut all the cards just like they showed, but I tweaked what I did with them. This is exactly like in the kit. It's adorable. I love that little fox with the balloons. This one is real simple. It's just like 3 pieces of pattern paper with like a banner cut, a little bit of glitter, and this hello is that acrylic shape. Nice. This went together quick. It's just strips of paper glued on and a couple of stickers. Very nice, very quick. This was my least favorite. I don't know why. I think it's because it's pastel. I'm just not a big pastel person, but basically it has 3 potted plants, 2 big ones and a little baby one, and then it says congrats on your new little sprout, like a little baby card. It's adorable. I probably would send a different style, so that's why I didn't, you know, put anything on it, but it is really cute. It's just my least favorite one with the plants. I love this. I love the rainbows. It's just strips of paper with some paperboard glued on it. Really neat. This one is just a real simple strips of paper again, and then the stickers are the congratulations and then the flowers that go on here, and it's so pretty. But then I was like, congratulations. Now that I don't work, go into work every day like I used to, I don't use as many congratulations. And so I was hesitant to make this that kind of card. I think that could be a beautiful birthday or wedding card or anything. I just have to decide how I'm going to use it. This one is really cool. It's got like 4 butterflies. It's got a message that goes at the bottom, and then it's got butterflies that go up and down the side wherever they went. I didn't put all my parts and pieces on because until I need the card, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use it, but I have all the parts and pieces to do this. I kept them in this little bin, and that way I can just, oh, there they are, see? I can just go in and find the few little pieces and add them to my card. Cute, but you know, again, it's butterflies. I'm not a heart and butterfly person. I do a lot of hearts and butterflies, but it's not my #1 favorite thing. And so if I think of something else, like that cute little gnome or whatever, I may, like this would make a really cool Valentine card using that doily cut with hot pink. I think that would be really cool looking. Okay, anyway, you get my drift, right? I love this one. It's just like they show it in the instructions. Strips of paper, and this is a sticker, and this is that paper board. I only glued it here and here with a little liquid glue. I use that, Barely Arts glue, and look how sturdy. I mean, that is really sturdy. It is not coming off, and I'm not really worried about it. And it turned out really nice. And finally, this one, oh, that glitter paper. Wah. It has a little balloon and a little acrylic shape that says congrats. I probably will put this together, but I wanted you to see the paperboard pieces are super duper sturdy. It's not like pattern, it's not like cardstock. It's like if you maybe doubled or tripled cardstock together. That's about the thickness of it. And then I love how they put the black and white with the rainbow and the silver, that glitter paper. Wow. So the glitter paper doesn't come in the scrapbook kit. Sorry, I have no nails, so I'll try to pick that up. The glitter paper only comes in the card kit, but if you're like me, like I said, I really wanted this stamp set, so that's why I bought the card bundle. I bought the big card bundle, but then I bought that scrapbooking extra so that I would have it. I love the pages. I love the cards. As a matter of fact, I am going to buy more of this paper. I think I could use this paper every day. I just love it so much. The stickers come in like 6x6 sheets, and my first thought was, oh, a lot of stickers that come this way are so cheap and flimsy. I've ordered from like HSN, not to bash HSN because I love them. I love their craft days and stuff. But sometimes you get them and they're like so cheap that I don't know. I was like a little disappointed. And then when I saw them, they're actually like they're really nice. And I've been using them on both my scrapbook pages and my card pages. And what's really nice, you do kind of, if you really want to make the scrapbook pages exactly like what they show on the special and the cutting guide, you really do need the sticker set, because like these are stickers, the PERFECT, that's a sticker, this is a sticker, and so you'll want that if you want to do it exact. Now, you don't have to do it exact, but I'm just saying. And you know, I like to Disney-fy everything. Hi, Shelly. And so, yeah, I'm working on my Disney photos. And you know, when I go to Disney, I have a tendency to take like a ridiculous number of photos, and I don't necessarily want them to be like all super Disney. Like I don't necessarily want all my pages to look exactly like, you know, like go out and buy Disney paper and everything has Mickey on it or whatever. A lot of times I just want something like this would be great for Toy Story Land, or you know, even just pictures of walking around the park. It's just got that playful kind of feeling to it. It would also be really nice for a picnic or a birthday or kids' school day, you know, school. I want to show you what these are supposed to look like if you do them. Like I said, you can go in here and see what's in the bundle. And what's cool is you can download the guide. The guide will show you how to cut everything. You don't have to pay for that. It's free. And you can use any paper that you want, right? And then you can watch the video. They show all the pages and everything. Let me show you. I'm going to download that guide and see. They show the pages and the supplies. And then they show you how to cut each piece. The scrapbooking kit's not bad. Boy, that card making kit had a lot of cutting. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna finish. So I left off the flowers, and since I didn't have the scrapbooking stamp set, you know, I used those I used the little X's instead. Like, let me just move things here. See, I used the little X border instead of the little black border, but love that layout very much. And I may go back and add some of those black and white florals. I do have them. I just didn't put them on. I did a little bit right there, but not a lot, because I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to use that particular page for. This Good Life one, I more or less left it the same. The only thing I changed was, you know, adding little tiny Mickey heads to it, but more or less the same, because I love it. There's the one I changed a lot, and what I did not like about it myself was I didn't like that little bow. To me, that's a very girly thing to do, and it doesn't go with Disney necessarily, unless I used it for Princesses or Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse maybe, and again with the butterflies. So I thought, well, okay, got to change that up, and I really did, you know, alter it. And I added a border at the bottom instead of journaling space. On their layout, they have journaling strips that you cut, and I will journal all over the page. But, and sometimes I even journal on the back of the page, or I add a flip flap and add journaling. I don't worry about having specific journaling spots all the time, because I make do just fine on my pages with that. And then this one, you know, I love it, and I really didn't change a lot about it. It's hard to see in their photo, but that love sticker looks a lot like this. They're like multicolored, and so using that metallic pen to color in the word love, it just makes all the difference. You can kind of see the shimmer on that, and so I think that's really neat. The other thing they did that's really cool is they edged each piece with black ink. I think that looks really cool. It added to the page a lot. I wasn't going to do it at first because it's kind of a pain, but it really did make those little strips pop. Okay. That is it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed everything I've shown you. Next week, I'm super excited because I'm going to show you a faux step card, and I'm using that Stamp of the Month set that's really cute with the little bear and the deer and stuff, and I want to show you a trick to coloring those. So I hope you join me next Wednesday. And oh, you know what? Next Wednesday is the album retreat. So yeah, I'll be able to do that because I don't think they start until a little later in the day. So that'll be perfect. I will see you at 2 o'clock. All right. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for watching. Bye.